pollution. Okay, so I hope I am clear till now in what you can expect in paper 3. Okay, so जैसे for example in noise pollution also I would like to take one instance that the government has come out with air quality index. So air quality index is nothing but in the major metro cities of India and also some of the tier 1 cities of India, you know, they measure air quality in terms of कि उसमें harmful gases कितने हैं, उसमें particulate matter जिसको हम PM बोलते हैं, particulate matter 2.5, particulate matter 10, उनके levels कितने हैं, क्योंकि ये सब जो matters हैं ये क्या करते हैं, they will enter your lungs through your nose and certainly they will cause much breathing problem. Okay, so pollution का मतलब ये है कि आपको causes जानने हैं, current status जानना है और ultimately ये जानना है कि effective measures government क्या ले रही है. Not only government, even the private sector players are diving into this and they're trying to, you know, curb pollution levels through their CSR, which is corporate social responsibility. Okay, so pollution is another major area which is generally asked in environment. तो अगर हम इन 3 टॉपिक्स पे भी बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ाई करते हैं एनवायरनमेंट एंड इकोलॉजी में, तो आप 80% क्वेश्चंस इजीली एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं बायोडाइवर्सिटी से, प्लस क्लाइमेट चेंज एंड प्लस पोल्यूशन इजीली. आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? सो दिस इज द ट्रेंड. This is the trend. Okay, now coming back to paper 1 of general studies, you know, there is one more aspect I would like to throw light on, is that government has taken a lot of measures in integrating with the global nations, you know, particularly after the 1991 reforms which were headed by Dr. Manmohan Singh, who was finance minister then, and under the leadership of PV Narasimha Rao, we launched LPG. LPG का क्या मतलब था 1991 रिफॉर्म्स में? L stands for liberalization, P stands for privatization and G stands for globalization. तो global integration हुआ है and certainly UPSC has a section in paper 1 of general studies which is referred to as world geography. Okay, so world geography. Now world geography is nothing but it is the study of the continents of the world geographically, such as Europe, Asia, Africa, South America, North America, Australia. You know, we have so many continents. So we study physiography, we study the latest transport and communications network in those continents. We study about the rivers, which has again an overlap with transport. We study about the industrial development in those continents. We study about, you know, the different kinds of climatic phenomena in those continents. We study about oceanography. ये oceanography से मतलब है कि the kind of oceans we have in the world, for example Pacific Ocean borders Asia as well as North America plus South America plus Australia. Atlantic Ocean lies between North America and Europe, and also it lies between South America and Africa. Okay, then Indian Ocean definitely important, which is located south of Asia. So oceanography भी बहुत important है, climatic phenomena बहुत ज़्यादा important है. Okay, definitely world over we have different kinds of rainfall patterns. World over we have different kinds of cyclonic patterns. World over we have different kind of temperature regime. तो वो भी बहुत important है और इसका direct impact फिर पड़ता है एग्रीकल्चर पे, यू नो. सो एग्रीकल्चर पे डायरेक्ट इम्पैक्ट है बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ द कंट्रीज देयर फूड प्रोडक्शन, मोस्ट ऑफ देयर फूड प्रोडक्शन इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन नेचुरल रेनफॉल. ऐसे इंडिया में भी है. तो पेपर 1 में आपको क्लाइमेटोलॉजी और ओशनोग्राफी का जो सिग्निफिकेंस है वो वर्ल्ड ज्योग्राफी में तो है ही, इट इज ऑल्सो हैविंग रेलेवेंस इन द इंडियन ज्योग्राफी पोर्शन एज वेल, बिकॉज इंडिया में इंडियन मॉनसून इज डेफिनेटली very very important. It is unique phenomena which occurs in southern part of Asia, and Indian monsoon is nothing but the pattern of rainfall in the country. तो उसमें Indian monsoon actually UPSC का बहुत favorite topic है. So you will be asked mechanism of Indian monsoon, the different diverse distribution of Indian monsoon across the states of India, what is the impact of Indian monsoon on agriculture of India, and what are the regions which do not receive any rainfall in the country despite we receiving so much rainfall. तो ये सब चीज़ें बहुत important हैं, and definitely world geography is a major topic in paper 1 as well. Okay, so more or less, you know, we have covered the major things which will be important in the future, which are important currently. So इसको आप बहुत ज़्यादा यूपीएससी के जो वर्डिंग्स यूपीएससी यूज करता है सिलेबस में उससे लिंक ना करें, बिकॉज दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव नोटिस्ड, दिस इज व्हाट यूपीएससी आस्क्ड. यूपीएससी इज मोर कंसर्न्ड अबाउट the contemporary geography rather than the old and historical geography. Okay, so if we focus on such topics, definitely we are going to score very good marks in geography. Okay, so definitely the importance basically in mains, in paper 1 and paper 3, and combined we can say that paper 1 plus 3, so you can say 80 to 90 marks in paper 1 plus 80 to 90 marks in paper 3, we can talk about 160 to 180 marks. तो minimum weightage होगा, and this can easily go up to 200 marks as well. Okay, 200 marks as well. Okay, now plus if we include the weightage in essay, so you can say that if you're writing an essay, one essay on geography, it is 125 marks. So overall, and if you're not writing an essay in geography, we can simply say that in a multidisciplinary approach essay, you will use geography for 60 to 70 marks. So GS में, that's why I say the total weightage of geography out of 1250 marks is 250 marks. So that means, that means 20% weightage hai. So that means we cannot ignore geography as a subject, as a subject. So I hope I am clear with the overall scheme of geography in the mains examination. Now coming to the preliminary examination, geography again holds importance. Now there are 3 aspects of geography which are important in prelims examination. As I said earlier, general geography is one very important aspect, which is the conceptual geography. Second is Indian geography, and third is world geography. And this is the geography portion plus environment. So in environment, biodiversity, climate change, pollution. Again, the 3 topics become very, very crucial, very, very crucial. So the latest trend which has been observed is that, most of the questions in geography plus environment again coming from the current affairs, also in the prelims examination. Okay, also in the prelims examination. So out of 100 questions, you can easily expect 25 to 30 questions coming from geography plus environment and ecology. Okay, so ज़्यादा जो questions अभी देखे जा रहे हैं वो environment से देखे जाते हैं. Last 4 years papers we have analyzed, particularly the GS paper of prelims. What we have seen is that around 10 to 12 questions you will get for sure from the environment section of geography. ठीक है, so environment has become exclusively important, particularly in the contemporary world. So 10 to 12 questions का मतलब है nearly 40% of the questions in the prelims examination from geography section you can expect from environment. Okay, you can expect from environment, and the remaining questions, they are coming from general geography, Indian geography and वर्ल्ड ज्योग्राफी. ओके, सो जनरल ज्योग्राफी में आजकल जो मेजर फोकस हो गया है वो रिवर्स पे बहुत फोकस है. देन एनवायरनमेंट में देयर इज अ मेजर फोकस ऑन नेशनल पार्क्स, वाइल्ड लाइफ सैंक्चुरीज, देयर इज लॉट ऑफ फोकस ऑन एनिमल कंजर्वेशन एफर्ट्स इंटरनेशनली. फॉर एग्जांपल काजीरंगा नेशनल पार्क in Assam. Now it is a conservation area for the ग्रेट इंडियन राइनो, वन हॉर्न राइनो. तो वहाँ पे WWF का इंटरेस्ट है. दे वांट टू प्रिजर्व द स्पीशीज बिकॉज राइनो इज अ वेरी वल्नरेबल एनिमल. ओके, सो इट इज ओनली फाउंड इन असम इन इंडिया एंड नॉट मच इन रेस्ट ऑफ इंडिया. सो WWF का इंटरेस्ट है, यूनाइटेड नेशंस का इंटरेस्ट है, एंड डेफिनेटली असम टूरिज्म is mostly interested in the preservation of the animal because the presence of Indian rhino in Assam is the major driver of tourists in the state. Okay, so what I was telling you कि animal conservation efforts बहुत important हो जाते हैं from biodiversity perspective, और हमने prelims में इस topic से बहुत ज़्यादा questions देखे हैं. और reverse में एक पहले trend था 10 years before that direct questions will be asked from major rivers. बट वो ट्रेंड अभी रहा नहीं है कि गंगा, ब्रह्मपुत्र, गोदावरी, कृष्णा, कावेरी से डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस आते हैं. नो, नाउ द क्वेश्चंस आर मोर बेस्ड ऑन देयर ट्रिब्यूटरीज कि उनकी ट्रिब्यूटरीज कौन सी हैं, what rivers confluence to form the main river, what is the source of the tributaries. So now UPSC has gone down to the tributaries level. Okay, so we have to study this topic of rivers very deeply, you know, and deeply and widely both, you know, that's very important. Okay, so rivers has become very important, and also many questions are seen from biomes. Now biomes is a word, for example, it means environment. Okay, now for example, tropical monsoon, equatorial forest, okay, Mediterranean type of climate, all these are biomes. So tropical monsoon kya hai? It is the climate of India and the adjoining countries like Pakistan, we have Myanmar, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka. Okay, तो हमारा जो इंडियन सब कॉन्टिनेंट है, जो 5-6 कंट्रीज का ग्रुप है, भूटान इंक्लूडिंग भूटान, तो इट हैज़ अ टिपिकल ट्रॉपिकल मॉनसूनल क्लाइमेट. तो यहाँ से you can easily expect 2 to 3 questions from the entire biomes. So we have total 11 biomes existing around the world, you know, starting from equatorial region to the polar region, you know, total of 11 biomes are there. You know, equatorial forest, tropical monsoon, Mediterranean type, tropical grasslands, temperate grasslands, China type of climate, you know, British type of climate, deserts around the world, taiga type of climate, tundra, you know, I think I have said almost all the biomes. So वहाँ से आप questions expect कर सकते हैं, the different climate which prevails in these biomes, okay, the different rainfall patterns, the different temperature regimes, the agricultural patterns in those continents which are under any of the biomes. So that becomes extremely crucial. Okay, that becomes extremely crucial. So world geography से biome से बहुत questions आते हैं, world के continents के geography से बहुत questions आते हैं, physiography से बहुत questions आते हैं, oceanography से बहुत questions आते हैं. But always remember one thing, that there is a lot of application of current affairs. Okay, a lot of application of current affairs, and geography as a discipline in the eyes of UPSC has become more current than static. Okay, more current than static. I hope I am clear with the overall scheme of geography in both prelims and mains. Now coming to interview, again in interview, any current topic which is relevant for geography plus environment and ecology will become important from the examiner's perspective. Okay, so environment से बहुत questions पूछते हैं, they definitely will ask you 1 or 2 conceptual questions as well to test whether you are conceptually upright or not, and definitely they might go to the some futuristic questions also pertaining to geography, because many solutions in geography are futuristic. You know, for example, एक topic है geography में which is called plate tectonics. Now plate tectonics means the study of the movement of the earth's surface. Okay, earth's surface. तो उसमें there is no solution or recommendation oriented a thing which we can involve, but it's all futuristic. If you want to give a solution, it is again futuristic. तो उस type के भी questions आपसे पूछ सकते हैं. ठीक है, so definitely in the interview also you can expect 30 to 40% questions coming from geography plus environment and ecology. Okay, so thank you very much for joining us today, and from the next class we will start the actual syllabus study of geography. You know, so this was the syllabus. I hope it is clear to all of you. So from here, Anuj Singh, I would like to thank you all for watching my video, and definitely there is an invite for the second video, and enjoy my lectures, you know, and they are going to be very interesting. Okay, so thank you so much and goodbye.